And welcome once again to another fantastic atomic tutorial. My name is Dr. Wasabi, and in today's episode we are making the construction robot from the Art of Fallout 4 concept art. Yes, that is right. So I thought I'd draw upon one of my favourite art books in general, of course that being the Art of Fallout 4. I found this amazing design that Bethesda actually never used for construction robots, so I thought, hey, why not make this into a nice tutorial for you good folks. This tutorial is quite small compared to other robots, so I would say this is about 5 to 10 blocks by 5 to 10 blocks. It really isn't that big. This goes with anything more industrial or scientific. Let's say you want a construction yard, you can just plop this thing down and have it so it's lifting up blocks or what have you. But enough about me blabbering on, let's get into the block list. So, for the construction robot from the Art of Fallout 4, you'll need the following block items: anvils, hoppers, cauldrons, blast furnaces, smooth stone slabs, grindstones, brewing stands, granite walls, the new decorated pot from 1.20, acacia trapdoors, waxed cut copper slabs, waxed cut copper stairs, terracotta, polished granite stairs, tripwire hooks, redstone comparators, skeleton skulls, and acacia fence gates. So those are the blocks you'll need for today's build. And for any survival players, my main advice would not be in the quantity of blocks you collect, but rather focusing on the more rare items at your disposal, as most of these blocks are balanced out in quite an equal way. My main advice is just to collect the most rare materials first, like the brewing stands, the decorated pots, and of course the copper and redstone comparators, not to mention the skeleton skull. My goodness, so that'll be my advice for you survival players. So with the block list out of the way, I think it's time to get in to our time lapse. And we are back from that amazing time-lapse, folks. But before I show you anything more, I just want to say if you do like what I do, please like and subscribe. That voice crack though. Now let's have a look at this robotic monstrosity, shall we? Honestly, it is a shame that Bethesda really never put this into practice, but I can kind of see why. The amount of legs on this thing it would have taken to model and animate would have been an absolute nightmare. So I kind of see why they didn't put it in the game. But anyway, you know, more creativity for us, I suppose. So, of course, as mentioned, we have the robot's 6 robotic legs. Now, I was deciding on whether to make it 8, but the concept art really made this very clear. It was actually 6, I just got it wrong. Going up to the torso, we have a lot of riveted surfaces, as well as the main hands, which are used for many construction purposes, like just lifting blocks, digging into solid walls, and what have you. And of course the head itself, resembling that awesome Fallout retro aesthetic that we all love. Now, of course, because this is made out of copper, there is a optional extra if you want to have a more Falloutified version of this robot, just to have some of the copper be a bit rusted. This just adds a bit of detail in my opinion. So if we go down to the menu, we go to the waxed versions of this, we go to the waxed versions of the copper. We just kind of put it down like so. It just kind of gives a bit more detailed variant in my opinion. Now if you want to have a pristine version, that's completely fine. This is for the players who like a bit of rust on their builds, you know, a bit of texture and detail, rather than a polished product. Though being in general, if it was a construction robot, it probably would have been dirty in the first place. So there we have it, the construction robot from the Art of Fallout 4 concept book. I do hope you enjoyed this video. These things are always a great thing for me to make, especially when you're going into the concept art. There's so many more imaginative ideas when you have to, when you don't have to refine down into a game format. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, if you do like what I do, like and subscribe. My name has been Dr. Wasabi. I bid you a most pleasant good evening, and of course, as always, God bless. And now, folks, it is time to say good night. We sincerely appreciate your viewing and hope we've succeeded in providing you with an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Stay happy and come back again soon. Good night.